Well, I got up at 5 o'clock, drove for a little under an hour to get to Bathurst area to try and hit sunrise. Sometimes you got to take your chance. There was a chance that it was going to be rainy. When I left Miramichi, it was raining, so I was kind of discouraged there. Thought about staying in bed, but I got up and drove to the Bathurst area, and at the end of the video I'll show you if it was worthwhile or not. So today's adventures are going to be kind of my favorite trails in the Bathurst area, and it's spring. It is still the middle of April. I think it's the 20th of April. There's a little bit of snow around, but there's actually not that much snow here. I'm surprised. It's an early spring. See what I have access to, see what I can get to. So I'm probably about 10 kilometers, I'm guessing, I'm gonna have to measure it, from Pabineau Falls. No snow there at all. And this place actually has quite a bit of snow. I don't think I'll be climbing down over the hill to see the waterfall though. So I don't know if you can see it here, but just down to the right when you're coming in, over in this area there's like a valley that drops down over the hill, very steep. Not an official trail, but one you can climb down over. Get below the falls in the summertime, you can cross the stream and see the falls, but there's also old pipes and stuff. There used to be a dam here, and there's actually a turbine and stuff down below the falls where it goes through the rock. Pretty cool spot. Really cool spot to visit, and I'm not going to try and climb over the hill with all the snow that's here. It would be hard to get back up again. It's a little bit difficult even in the summer months. So I think it's onward to Daly Point. See what we can find there. Nothing but you. So don't throw your start wishing well. It's your heart's desire carry you. Come and sail with me to the open. It's 9:30 now. I'm gonna go check out the trails, see if I can find some birds. Little guys. A good start. Barely even turned around from the visitor center, and there's two little fawns in the trail, the main field trail. So maybe get some more video of them. But it's a good sign. I'm usually here for the birds. This place always amazes me. There's two eagles flying over. There's chickadees. There's a nuthatch or something. And I can still see the car. I haven't even gotten that far. So Daly Point is split in two, the way I think about it. There's a field trail that comes out directly through a strip of birch, really beautiful walk, and it's kind of in an old field that's grown over a bit. But that splits the park in two. If you go to the right, it's more wooded. There's a lookout there and stuff on the bay. If you go to the left, it goes down, goes to a boardwalk along the wetlands and goes through like an alder patch of like wetlands. So it's kind of pick your own adventure. We've had good success with birds on both sides. There's wildlife everywhere here, so it's great. I'm not sure which way I'll go. There's still a bit of ice and snow around, so I'm just going to go to the field trail, hit the bay, and then see what I can see from there. I might go down to the left to but it's pretty windy, so I might stay inland too, in the woods, out of the wind. See what I can find. Another cool thing at the end of the field trail is this lookout tower. It's really cool. And you can look out over Inner Bathurst Bay. Well, let's go down to the marsh and see what we can find. Remember this tree here. When my son was probably 4 or 5, even if that old, I brought him here and he sat on, I have a picture of him sitting on that stump. It's almost like a seat. It's amazing how time flies. Still a great place though. You don't have to dream because there's you. When I first started coming here, there used to be a boardwalk that went out, and I think it was around to that island over there, but I think storm damage and stuff was hard to keep repaired, so it cuts off here now. That trail's no longer, and this is kind of the outer loop of the Salt Marsh Trail. I'm going to make my way back through the woods because there's some eagles flying around back in almost by the visitor center, and then once I get new batteries, I might go over and check out the walking bridge that they installed at the first Nepisiguit Trail. I'm now on the Warbler Trail, which is a boardwalk that goes straight back through like a lot of alders, some swampy hardwoods. Loops around, there's lots of wildlife usually back in here. That goes to a forested trail and over to the White Pine Trail. I think it's called the Forest Trail actually. It goes over to the White Pine Trail, and the White Pine Trail takes you back up to the visitor center. I think that's what I'm going to try and do because I think that's where the eagles are. Let's see if I can get some video of them. We are at Daly Point in Bathurst, and the red line follows the Nepisiguit Trail, 140 kilometers all through the wilderness, passing by, where is it, Pabineau Falls here, just close to Bathurst, but traveling all the way to Mount Carlton, 140 kilometers. And this is the start of the trail, and it's all sectioned off. A to U is the last one at Mount Carlton Park. Amazing trail. Well, that's a pretty cool bridge over a beaver dam just at the first, across from Daly Point, going the woods a little ways, and this bridge is probably, I'd say 200 meters from the road, and it's a very elaborate swinging bridge to cross a beaver dam, which is really cool. Even just to come in and check out the bridge is worth it. You can see old pallets down in the water here where they used to try and cross, I'm guessing at the beaver dam. If you look down here, this long strip is an old pallet boardwalk that used to go across the water. So very difficult to maintain that with the amount of water that's here. I'm assuming there's another beaver dam down below. Trying to figure out if I want to go on the White Birch Trail, which goes through a really cool white birch stand and a popple stand, but it also has a lot of snow, or go around the Gulch Trail, which goes around the outside. I think I'm going to try the Gulch Trail out around the coastal and then come back to Field Trail. Yeah, it's a good plan. So I think I'm on the Daly Point for probably 10 years now. I can't remember the first time I came, but soon realized that the birds here were so friendly. The chickadees, they'll land on your hand if you put seeds on them, and it's just, it's the best feeling when a little bird. It's hard to get used to the little claws grabbing your finger, but once you get used to it, it just makes me feel like a little kid again. It's great. I forgot all about this part where you can walk back on the beach. I think I'm going to stay on the trail though. There's not a whole lot of beach there, but in the summertime, great option to walk back on the beach off of the Gulch Trail. That's got to be the best. Lookout could use a little work. Still a beautiful view though. It's safe to say there's some woodpeckers in the area. Pretty much eating out the side of that tree. That's too bad. That was a nice lookout. Hope they fix that up for next time. Beautiful view of the bay. Well, it's 12:30. I'm meeting the guy for guidebooks at 1. I just felt my first raindrop, so I think I lucked out. Rain hasn't started. It was supposed to start at 9 o'clock yesterday. Looked this morning, it was supposed to start at 11, so it kept pushing off, and that's perfect because I got to explore everything I wanted to explore. So the question is, did getting up at 5 a.m. pay off? Looks like it was worth getting up at 5, driving for an hour to get here. Wasn't a spectacular sunrise, but I had the place all to myself, so it's been awesome. What an amazing spot, especially this time of year with all the water. Great thing about Pabineau Falls is, well, it's an amazing place. It's on the Nepisiguit Trail on the other side of the river. It's easy access. You can drive right to it on the Pabineau First Nations side. I didn't realize until a couple years ago that you can actually walk down. There's a trail that goes down along the river from the parking lot, and you can go down around the turn. It goes quite a ways. So I'm going to go check that out now. Even if you don't want to hike the whole trail down along the river, I suggest coming down a little bit because there's a big open rock here that looks up at the falls. Amazing view, and it's just a wide, nice trail. Beautiful trail, easy walking. For more information on the Pabineau Falls Trail, I'll link to it in the description below. And for more information on the Nepisiguit Trail, which is on the other side of the river, runs 140 kilometers through the wilderness, northern New Brunswick, I'll put another link for that on the website. Part of the problem with this being so accessible is that it gets a bit of garbage around. Not too bad actually, but there's a few bit of garbage around, so I'm gonna go pick it up what I can. I can't get it all. Well, I got a lot of it, but if you guys can do the same if you visit, we keep it clean, then nobody will want to litter here. This is a bonus park at Oasapegal Heritage Park on the way to Pabineau Falls. And what it is a trail that goes up along the stream. I don't know what stream, I'm assuming it's the Oasapegal stream. So, beautiful little trail in a hardwood floodplain. Well, that's just some of the adventure that's available in the Bathurst area. We hit Tetagouche Falls, we hit Pabineau Falls, and we explored pretty much every trail at Daly Park. Saw lots of wildlife. Great morning, only started to rain when I was leaving, so definitely worth getting up at 5 a.m. But now it's time to go home and have a nap.